Of luck. Okay, ever since he landed in the Dales as Jay Sharma, our next guest has had one eye on building his business empire and another firmly on the ladies. With his sights now set on employee charity Tate, he's about to mix business with pleasure and become tangled in a soap love triangle. Please welcome Chris Bisson. Welcome, welcome. Now, there was a lot of shouting, and I wasn't quite sure who was with who at that point. What was going on there? I thought they'd split up. They're not split up?
Yeah, no one's with anyone at that point.
Okay.
But Jay is trying to get Charity.
Right.
She's split up from Kane. Jay's trying to get her, and Kane is doing everything he can to put a spanner in the works.
And you're being very brave, really, aren't you? Because Kane is a bit of
messing with Kane.
Yeah. I know. Do you know what? Actually, I went to buy a bottle of wine after filming one day, and the bloke in the co-op said, "Oh, I'm not allowed to plug things." The bloke said to me when I was buying a bottle of wine, he went, "You're brave standing up to that Kane dingle, aren't you? I would have been, you know, whatever myself." I know it's. I would be in real life, you know, I wouldn't take him on. It's kind of weird you get to work and you have to be like...
But the thing is with them, though, they're always splitting up and getting back together, aren't they? And they are a perfect match even though they fight, don't they? So you're trying to get in there and do you think you'll ever make it? Because...
And why on earth are you thinking of having an affair with someone who works for you? That's very, very bad for business.
Just you to be practical about it.
Because once I had an affair with someone I work with, and it was a complete and utter disaster.
Well, I think the thing is, Charity's only working for Jay because he fancies her. That's one of his things. He's pulled her close.
And also, you don't want Charity on the rebound from Kane, do you, really?
Well, yeah, it does get a little bit... It gets a little bit messy, but it's a great storyline. Because Kane and Charity are great together, but they're even better when somebody else is involved in the relationship. And that's what we want to watch.
And have you got any time to make any sweets in your factory with all this action going on?
Do you know what? Everyone...
Has production just, like, plummeted?
It has just plummeted. Everywhere I go, people ask me for Sharma and Sharma sweets. I keep saying they're not real, you know it, don't you, love?
And are we going to see a different side to you? Because up till now, you know, you've been pretty gentlemanly. Is this going to change?
Yes. I think last week Jay hit on Charity at a hotel.
Yeah.
So he's kind of headed in that direction, and she hasn't said no. Well, she hasn't quite said yes. Well, we'll see about that. I'll work on it.
He'll be after you then, won't he, Kane? Ooh,
oh, yeah. I mean, you know, the storyline runs and runs.
Well, it gets physical.
Brilliant.
You know what? We've managed to do it all so far without having a physical fight, although we've come close to it on several occasions.
Yeah.
But it's good because it's edging that way, and he's raising the stakes all the time.
You've done so well because you've worked on some incredible dramas. You've now moved, obviously, to Emmerdale. You're in Coronation Street before that, and Shameless as well.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't necessarily say what do you prefer, but how different is it going back to a soap after working on something like Shameless?
It's great, actually. I really enjoyed going back to a soap. I mean, when it was first talked about, I kind of had to get my head around it again because it's a different type of job and it's kind of a real heavy workload. But when I left Corrie and started doing Shameless, I wanted to spread my wings and do different things, and I really enjoyed that. But actually, I really like being back at the same place of work now, and you know that new scripts are coming, because often as an actor, you are sat at home waiting for the postman to bring a new script.
Yeah. I just want to say something to you. When you were in Corrie, you started Streetcars with Steve MacDonald. I think he owns you half of that business, but anyway, that's me making that story.
It is still half my business,
yes,
actually.
exactly, so you want to go back and get that money. But anyway, you've done a film, haven't you? You did East is East, but you're not in West is West, are you?
No, I'm not.
But you're hoping that it's going to be, what is it, East to West?
Well, there's East is East. Now, the new one is West is West.
Yeah.
I'm plugging a film I'm not even in here.
No,
what am I doing?
But...
But Ayub, the writer, who was also in Coronation Street, sees it as a trilogy. And the third one is set back in Salford, and that is in development.
And that you will be in?
They want me to be in that, yeah.
Definitely.
East is East was fantastic.
East is East was great. You know,
it was really wonderful.
Started off as a stage play, and we opened at Birmingham and toured around, and it got bigger and bigger, and then we were in the West End, and we had all the lights and our pictures outside the theatre. It was great, and it really snowballed, and it captured the imagination of the UK, really. And abroad as well. It played really well across the world.
Now, you're a very good-looking chap, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, thank you.
How would you feel about dating someone that was even better looking than you? If that's possible.
Well, my girlfriend is better looking than me, I think. I have to say that. Hi, Roro.
No, you're right.
You got a picture as well.
Yeah. Go on.
What, dating better looking? It's difficult. This is the Peaches Geldof story, isn't it? Yeah. Is it? She should call it dating. Dating
we
up.
just called it dating up.
Dating up. But it's also kind of maybe a bit. I was listening before. A bit dating down if that's all you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think you do need the confidence, don't you, to go with it? I mean, you are looking for personality. If you've got the right personality,
do you think women are attracted to a sense of humour, though? Because that's my theory. That looks on everything.
No, definitely. Definitely, sense of humour.
I think what Jenna's saying, can you laugh a woman into bed? That's what you are.
I was feeling tactful about it. Thank you, Karen. Bring it all down to basics.
Was it last time I was here, somebody was referring to the knickers as a giggle band? And the more that they laughed, the looser it got.
Well, I don't know if you can laugh them in, but you can definitely laugh them out. And I wouldn't recommend. And what about babies? Does that bring out a different side of you?
No, I do like babies. I like them better when they start to talk and you can start to teach them things.
That's what I said.
When you can teach them things,
I think
they're great,
most men
aren't they?
like that when they get to the stage
you don't want
where
to be
they're
involved
walking
in
and
the
talking.
messy stage.
Well, not really. Apparently, I will be a good dad, though. Because I was
Why do
on
you say
holiday and I was with some friends and the buggy broke.
Yeah.
So me and my best mate had to go searching in Dubai to buy a new buggy, just the two blokes.
Yeah.
And I picked it, we took it back and the girl went, "What great taste in the buggy." So apparently that means I'll be a good dad. I'm not so sure. I think it's more of a style thing. I went for the one
It's
with,
a good starting point, but there's a few other things to learn. Lovely to see you again. It's Chris Bisson, everyone.